Welcome to Dead Man Talking. Tonight's story is a fantastic, chilling story by the wonderful aye8Bakn over on Reddit No Sleep. As ever, please do take time to check out their wonderful Reddit. I'll leave the link to that in the description box below. And please do let us know what you think down below in the comment box. Please do like and share. It really does help with the channel and our community further. And of course, don't forget to hashtag TeamFEAR. And so, with that aside, let's get into tonight's story, simply entitled Moonshine. Let's get straight into that. Bill came to, head pounding with a severe headache, arms and neck bound by bindings, chained between two trees. "Jimmy?" he called out. "Jimmy! Why am I chained to a tree?" His vision still blurry, but he could make out that he was in a forest. Jimmy was sitting at a campfire several yards away. He remembered that they had gone wilderness camping, trying to distract Jimmy since his wife had been murdered. "Jimmy! Why am I chained to a tree?" Bill called again. Jimmy turned, disorientated and shirtless. He stood and started to walk slowly towards Bill. Glinting in the firelight, Bill could make out a large silver buck knife in Jimmy's hand. As he approached, large, self-inflicted bloody cuts in the shape of a cross became apparent. "Jesus, Jimmy, what the hell did you do?" Bill said, trying to covertly gain any sort of movement or freedom from the bindings. Jimmy looked down at his chest, appearing almost surprised at the marks. He wiped the blade of the knife on his jeans and slid it back into the holster on his belt. He approached Bill cautiously, somewhat clumsily, kneeling a few feet away, studying Bill, looking up to the sky as if checking to see if it was completely dark yet. Jimmy wiped a tear from his eye. "I'm just working on a theory," sniffling, trying to hide the fact that he'd been weeping. His complexion was pale and sweaty. "I just want to make sure you're given a chance to make amends, in case I have to do what I'm thinking I might." "Jimmy, you're freaking me out, man. What is it that you think you might have to do? Why am I chained to a tree?" Bill continued to try the restraints. He couldn't get them to loosen. "Jimmy, did you take your medication? You're not looking too hot." Looking at his watch and then back to the sky, Jimmy pulled a well-worn flask from his back pocket. "I got my medicine right here," he said, taking a long pull. His other hand reached behind his back and removed a large silver revolver from his waistband. "Like I said, I'm working on a theory." Bill twisted his wrists and tried to get his fingers bent back into the binding straps covertly. "Jimmy, what's the gun for? What is it that you think you might have to do?" "Do you remember that night?" Jimmy asked, stifling back tears. "Last month, the night Emily was killed." "No, Jimmy. We talked about this. We was together. We drank all that shine. We got so blitzed that we can't remember crap. Neither one of us remember that night." "Yeah, I remember. That's why this is so hard." Jimmy took another long pull from the flask, clearing his throat as he tried to regain his voice through the emotions. "You're the only one that I can't account for on that night. I already looked into everyone else. Only one theory makes sense." "Is that what all this is about? You think I tore her apart like that? Jesus, Jimmy, I loved her like my own sister." Bill used the strength from his legs, trying to gain leverage to get his wrists free. Jimmy studied the revolver, looking down the sights into the woods. "This here's my 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum. Custom sights, hair trigger. I can drop a moose at 100 yards with this." His appearance sweatier now, his complexion looking almost ghoulish. He opened the cylinder, removing a sole bullet. $9 a shot, normally. He held the bullet closer to his eyes, admiring its qualities. "Made this one from a necklace, pure silver, probably worth at least 70. He slid the shell back into the cylinder and rotated it to be the next one to fire as he closed it. He took another look at his watch and then to the sky. Full moon should be rising soon. Jimmy, where's your meds? When did you take them last? Bill asked, but Jimmy remained fascinated by the sky. Jesus, let me go. I can get them for you. Wait, are you saying that you think I'm a werewolf? Bill used his legs to stand and tried to jar his wrist free. The sudden lunge causing Jimmy to jump to his feet, taking a few steps back and aiming a gun at Bill. You better get right with Jesus, Billy, because I'm sending you to meet him, cocking the hammer back as he aimed the gun directly at Bill's heart. Easy, Jimmy, easy. Just go get your meds. Bill struggled against the bindings with less energy, trying to not appear wolf-like. Jimmy, listen, if I was going to change, doesn't the moonlight have to hit me or some stuff like that? It's still me. Jimmy's complexion was now bluish. He scratched at the skin on his chest, sweating profusely, a wild look upon his eyes. Jimmy, get your meds! Jimmy bent at the waist, dropping the gun, his face contorted with anguish, turning red with a strain, his shoulders rising in a canine-like fashion before finally collapsing. Jimmy, go get your meds! Bill now freely lunged, pulled and twisted, trying to break free from the restraints. Jimmy's corpse only inches from the reach of his feet. Hours passed, and Bill could hear the rustling of the leaves from the scavengers closing in. The fire had long since run out of fuel, only leaving a red glow visible through the moonlit forest. He could almost get his toe on the revolver. It was just out of reach. He spent most of the last hour thinking about it, the one silver bullet in the breech. He had decided beyond a doubt that he would save it for his own head, assuming he could get it pulled within reach. His arms already ached from being suspended, and he had no way to get water. Would I last the full 3 days? Nah, the Yotes will probably get me before that happens, he thought to himself. He had seen a coyote or two flickering through the trees, even one getting the nerves to attempt to take a nip of Jimmy's corpse. Probably smelled the blood from him cutting himself, Bill thought. 2 of them now approached brazenly, and Bill put everything he had into lunging forward, a loud crack and excruciating pain as his shoulder dislocated. He screamed in agony, but nobody would hear him this high up in the off-season. As the coyotes returned, he realized that, with the dislocated shoulder, the reach of his feet was a little longer. And pushing through the pain, he got the tip of his toe on the revolver and started dragging it back. Blam! The gun discharged, firing a path through the leaves into the trees, the recoil spinning the revolver past him. Damn hair trigger. No matter. That was the only bullet, Bill thought. Should have just let Jimmy shoot me. Would have been quicker than this. He thought back to that night, drinking the moonshine with Jimmy. The next morning, he had woke up in a field covered in blood. I wonder how Jimmy put it together, he thought. He was no werewolf, but Emily decided she was going to tell Jimmy that she was pregnant with Bill's child. What choice did I have? He looked at the 2 coyotes now tearing small chunks from Jimmy's corpse. Yeah, I know. I'm next. Flashing a menacing smile. Damn moonshine. Wow. Absolutely awesome short story there by aye8Bakn. Do take time to check out their wonderful Reddit, which I'll leave the link for in the description box below. Guys and girls, you know the drill. As ever, please do let us know what you thought down below in the comments. Please do like and share. It really does help build the channel and our community further. And of course, don't forget to hashtag TeamFEAR. I hope you've all had a wonderful start to the week. And of course, family are well and happy. But above all, remember, be safe, not sorry.